Supermarket.
Volunteers play a very important role in the life of refugee families living in the camps in Greece where Refugee Support works. A refugee family has to live on very little, so much of our work is to do with distributing food and clothes that have been donated. As a volunteer, you'll spend time working in one of our warehouses, sorting out the boxes of food and clothes before they go to the camps. Aid with dignity lies at the heart of the Refugee Support approach. So instead of distributing food as handouts, we operate shops on the camps. Here, you'll be dealing with refugee families on a day-to-day basis. In our food shops, we've designed a system which allows people to choose what they want and pay for their choices with points. This makes it more like a normal shopping experience. And we operate a similar system in our clothes boutiques. Again, it's all about respecting people's dignity, giving them a choice, and trying to make life in a refugee camp a little bit more normal.
One short sleeve top, one abaya, one pair of pants, one skirt.
Managing our shops and serving people is a big part of working as a volunteer. But it's how we do it that makes such a difference to the refugees, as Refugee Support co-founder Paul Hutchings explains.
Refugee Support creates welcoming environments to distribute the essentials of life. Everything we do is about providing dignity and normality. We're entirely supported by private donations, and our service is delivered by self-funded volunteers.
We also react to the urgent needs of refugee families, so you could also be asked to make trips to markets and local suppliers to buy things like fresh fruit and vegetables. Hazel is a volunteer working at Ellen Village.
So we're getting our daily fruit and veg for the shop. So usually we'll come like pretty much every morning of the week and just top up on fresh fruit and veg.
Everything we do is very organised, but life in a refugee camp seldom goes according to plan.
Things happen and they need to be dealt with straight away, but you never know what is going to happen.
And volunteers have to be very flexible and often at a moment's notice, as Jenny discovered working at our camp in Filippiada.
We had these new people arrive this morning, and basically they had been in prison. And they come from prison, so they have nothing. So we want to close them. But this is normal. You have to be adaptive here.
Working as a volunteer with Refugee Support is a challenge, but you don't need any special skills or qualifications. You just need to care and be able to help. Refugee Support are always looking for volunteers who can deliver our Aid with Dignity approach. If you'd like to make a difference, we'd like to hear from you.
Each item is worth different.
To find out more about volunteering with Refugee Support, please go to refugeesupport.eu.